to the Port Washington Library, then you know Rachel Fox. Calm down, she's not that good. No, she's great. She's great. I'll read this whole thing, Rachel. It'll take about 3 hours. Yeah. Yeah, okay, you didn't pay me enough. Rachel Fox is known in Port Washington as a longtime director of the Children's Service. That's how she told me to speak. Services at the Port Washington Public Library. She jokes when she helps you with the library, so you can get an answer to your question and a comedy show at the same time. She knows, that's true, it's true. She knows so many people in town, it's often been suggested that she runs to mayor. Maybe president. Anyhow, just a little humor there. Obviously it didn't work. Okay. Rachel has also been this year's Grand Marshal for Pride in Port. That is some honor indeed. But we all know and love her. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Fox.
Hey everybody, thank you. Thank you all for staying. I know it's late, and actually, where is Patricia?
Over
I don't
here.
know where she is. Oh, there she is. Yeah, it's late. She would vouch for me that normally I'm in bed by 9 o'clock, so it's late for me as well. So I appreciate everybody who hung around. Many of you do know me. We all know each other in this town. How many of you are from Port Washington tonight? Yeah, Port is in the house. Yeah, I dressed thinking that was what was going to be happening. So I'm glad I didn't wear my Manhasset clothing or anything, but yeah, that is why I dressed for Port Washington. So you might not know how I originally came to be in Port Washington, even though you know I've been here for a while. I originally came because I interviewed for a job, and I was hired at the Port Washington Public Library, and I never left. It's kind of funny, I never left this town. And I never even heard of Port Washington when I interviewed for this job. I just never had heard the name Port Washington. And I went to high school in Great Neck, so it's really kind of odd. But it's true, honestly, my family never took us to Port Washington, I don't know. And then when I was interviewing for the position, I was actually living with some friends in an apartment on the border of Garden City. Really, we were in Hempstead, but it was very, very close to the Garden City border. We were like three houses away, and then we were at Garden City. And even at that young age, I knew to say, we live very close to Garden City. We're on the border of Garden City, Union City, Hempstead. And so I was hired in Port Washington Public Library. 38 years later, I am still here. It is a great time. Is there anybody here more than 38 years? And we are like townies. You grew up in town. I should Chris back there. Yeah. So we are very Port Washington proud, and we truly believe that there is no other better town than Port Washington. There is no reason to leave Port Washington ever. I used to leave when I first moved here. You know, you live in Port Washington. You have a great train ride to the city. You could see things in the city, the theater. You can go see the sights. But now I'm like, why? Why do I need to leave Port Washington when everything is here? And we do. We have everything here. What are some of your favorite things to do in Port Washington? Anybody? What do you like to do, Sophia? You like to see? This is my new friend, Sophia. We just met today. Wasn't she fabulous? She just sang. Yeah. She likes to do good answers, Sophia. I'm hiring you as soon as you turn 14. Anybody else? What else do you like to do in our town?
The Landmark Theater.
What? Swim. What else? Where am I standing? What?
The theater. The Landmark Theater.
Useless. I'm standing at the Landmark Theater. That's better than Broadway. Let's hear it for the Landmark Theater, you crazy people. Yeah, so we like to swim. We like the water taxi. We love our town dock. We are very proud of our town dock. We have parades, right? We have fiestas. Besides the landmark concerts, we have Town of North Hempstead free concerts, your tax dollars at work people. Yes. We have the Sousa Band Show free concerts. There is no, and we have fabulous restaurants. Yes, fabulous restaurants. There is no reason to ever leave our town. So, it's true. And I don't know who yelled out swim, but Mount Haven Pool is swimming in the summer. I think that's what somebody just said. I don't know what somebody just said. I heard swim. So Mount Haven Pool is one of my favorite places, and it should be everybody's favorite place. I don't know what that person is saying. It's a little person, I hear. Anyway, it is a great place, and if you don't know it, it is kind of like our version of a beach vacation, right? Mount Haven Pool is if you could see the beach. You're at the pool. If you are a regular member of Manor Haven Pool, you actually see the same people there year after year after year. It's as if I owned the cabana at Manor Haven Pool, right? Same people. That's what you do with a cabana. Oh no, really? She just held up the 5-minute sign. I'm like, oh man, I gotta hustle. Yeah, so it's as if we owned a cabana, and if you really, really, really can tune things out, you will not hear the lifeguard whistling every 30 seconds to get off the island, and it is a very relaxing place. That is Manor Haven Pool. The other exciting thing about Manor Haven Pool this year was I turned 60, and my membership went to $50. The most exciting thing for me. That was the biggest discount. And you know what? Town of North Hempstead lost out on me because I went to that pool over 50 times this summer. So that was, if you do the math, that was less than $1 a visit. So they didn't make any money off of this senior citizen. The other thing is we do have our parades. Our parades are awesome. We just had our Pride and Port Parade, like Warren said, and I was the Grand Marshal. Thank you very much. What other town in Port Washington would have selected me to be the Grand Marshal? None. That is one of the great things about our town. You could be a Grand Marshal in this parade in our town. A funny thing about our parade as well is that everybody in our entire town is actually marching in that parade. There's nobody left in our town to actually even watch it. Everybody is in it. So I have thought, I am always coming up with these what I think are great ideas. See if you like this idea. I think we should do a spectator exchange program. Yes. So who in this audience is not from Port Washington? Where are you from? Glen Cove, that's far. We go as far as Roslyn and Hatchet Great, and Glen Cove is our cutoff. But does Glen Cove have a parade? Okay, so Glen Cove it is. We can talk to Glen Cove and see if they would want to work out this spectator exchange program. This is how it works. We will go to your parade if you come to ours. That's my idea. And that's what we have to do for our parades. Yep. Yeah. Another thing I really love about our town, and I think everybody else does as well, is we all appreciate our absolutely extraordinary sunsets. Yes. We have the best sunsets in the world. We also have the best sunsets in the world while you're sitting in traffic on Shore Road trying to get to Manor Haven. Yes, you can appreciate it in your car as we're trying to get to Manor Haven. And we also have the most unique traffic in the world, I think, because we don't have highway traffic. Wow. We have Port Washington traffic. And you know what Port Washington traffic is? When you're going down Shore Road and you're stuck in traffic for 10 minutes, it's because the geese are crossing from one side of Shore Road to the other. Yes, you are sitting in there as the geese slowly go across the street. I don't understand why they don't fly. They are geese. They can fly. But yet, they cause traffic. That's Port Washington traffic at its best. Yeah. go fast. She just held up the sign that my time is up. So I just got a couple of other things. Can I have a couple of other things? Yes. She said, hey, throw out that timer. I can go as long as I want. I am closing out this show, folks. I took over this show, says Kathy back there. All right, don't, mess me up.
Finish your gala speech.
So, let's be real.
Finish your gala speech.
I do. I never got to finish my gala speech yet. So let's be real. So if you live in Port Washington, one of the great things about Port Washington, and I'm sorry from Glen Cove, and we have some Great Neck people here and some Manhasset people, but the thing about Port Washington is anybody who lives in Port Washington truly believes that the world revolves around us. Yes? Port Washington, is that true? Yes! She's saying, my new friend Sophia is saying that's true because it's true. That's what we believe. The world revolves around us. We only know Manhasset, Great Neck, and Roslyn. We don't know Glen Cove, I'm sorry. We just don't go that far. And one of the reasons that I have to say that this is true, besides the fact that we know it's true, is that my friend is back there who recently moved to Manhasset. She's only lived there about a year. I think about a year? I'll point to you, Gina. I don't know how long you've lived in that. Anyway, she and her family have lived in Manhasset for about a year. I've been to her house many times. I swear, I can never find her house. Like, I'm only coming from Port Washington, yet I can never find her house. I put it in the GPS. The GPS always takes me a different way. It's because the world revolves around Port Washington. We are standing in one place, and Manhasset, Great Neck, Roslyn are all moving around us. It's true. She's saying it's true. Sophia, my new friend, is saying it's true. And honestly, we don't know any other towns outside of Port Washington, except for Great Neck, Roslyn, and Manhasset, a little bit of Glen Cove. If you say to me, Massapequa, did anybody ever hear Massapequa? Yeah, we've heard of it. Ronkonkoma, we've all heard of it in Port Washington, but honestly, none of us know where it is. Does anybody know where those towns are? No, we don't know. Somebody's raising their hand, but most of us don't. We just know it's off the LIE somewhere. We don't really know. Like, we don't need to know, because we are from Washington. And there's no reason for us to go elsewhere, so we don't know any of these other towns. We really can't be bothered, because again, the world is revolving around Port Washington. I don't want to, I will say a couple more things, and then I'm going down because it is late. Not only do we not like to go anywhere besides our own town, but people don't really like to come visit us. We are very north. Have you ever noticed how north we are? Yes. You get off the LIE, or your friends get off the LIE. I'm not going on the LIE. Your friends get off the LIE, and they come north. And they keep going north. We are basically the Canada of Long Island. Just keep going north, and you will eventually get here. It's like being on the Oregon Trail. Just keep going. You will survive. Put some food in your car and some water, and you'll eventually get to our town. And that is Port Washington. We are the Canada of Long Island. Somebody once told me they put Port Washington into their GPS, and they basically asked them why. Why do you want to go there? Port Washington is very happy by themselves. We don't need our visitors. We just do it on our own because we are so far north. I'm going to leave you with one more thing because I have hogged up. I think a few people can't even go anymore because I took their time. I'm going to leave you with one more thing, and it's off the topic of traffic and all of that. We are such a small town that, again, I said this in the beginning, that we all really do know each other. We all are in everybody's business all day long. See, everybody's laughing because it's true. We are all in each other's business. There are no secrets in this town. And I really think, and I truly believe, that if I sneezed on this stage right now, before I even got off the stage, 5 people will have texted me to see if I was sick. Yeah. By tomorrow morning, I will be reading a Facebook post saying, prayers for Rachel, she has a cold. That is how small our town is. By tomorrow's dinner time, somebody will have started a food train and they are delivering chicken soup to my doorstep. That is Port Washington, and that is how small we are. Yes, thank you very much. So I really do, and I think we all really do love Port Washington and its small town charm and its gossip and its sunsets and it's all that. And you know, I'm gonna still be here next year because I'm not leaving Port Washington. So I hope I made you laugh tonight, and I'll see you again next week.
Take your water. Take your shoes. Go ahead, take your time. Thank you. Rachel Fox.